take this opportunity to thank all of my neighborhood people for being out here. You know, we made a commitment after the tornadoes on April 27th to do all we could to bring this community back together better and stronger than it was before. Today is another step in that effort. A couple of weeks ago, we met with the members of a special team to come in with the American Institute of Architects to take a preliminary view of the devastation that has taken place in this community. They will be back in October to do an extensive survey, to meet with the community, to talk with each and every one of you, to make a determination as to what you want your community to look like. But the one thing that I heard over and over and over again, we want our library back. We want it back better than it was before. Pratt City in particular has received $1 million to create 100 jobs for individuals who live and work in this community. In addition to that, we've established $5 million. And you've heard about this program. This program will help families to rebuild their homes. You know, some people had insurance, and they had enough insurance to rebuild their homes, and you're seeing that construction go on now. Other families had insurance, but not enough insurance. And then you had families that had no insurance, who are caught in a bind as to whether or not they're going to be able to build back. Well, what we're going to do with that $5 million is to set up a program that you can get $15,000 upfront grant money to close the gap on your deductible that you have, or to utilize for whatever purpose of rebuilding your home that you did not have that money for. I repeat, this is a grant to go to the community, to the individual homeowners. You don't have to pay it back to the city. If that's not enough to help you close the gap, we have another program that you can borrow up to $40,000 to help you rebuild your home. Give that a round of applause. Guess how much interest you got to pay back on that $40,000? Zero. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible for families to make that decision to stay right here in the Pratt City community. Some of the lots that you see in this area, the city's going to buy up those properties so that we can rebuild ecoscapes, so that we can bring more business, better businesses, bigger businesses into this area to help you grow and prosper in this community. All of that will be based around two public buildings, the library and the fire station. All right. I'm here today to say that we're going to take $1.3 million that we have received from our insurance and rebuild this library back bigger and better than it was before. All right. Again, it is living up to our commitment that we would do all within our powers to make sure that the resources would be here to help you reestablish your community and do all that we need to do to make sure that families lead a productive life right here in this community. And it begins with the children picking up a book in this library. Amen. I want to put out I see a number of my friends here with the library. We need to find a house, a building, or something so we can have a reading room. While we're working on this building, we want to make sure that whether it's a reading room or a building or a van or something where kids can still come and get books, because books open up their minds. Books take them to places that they may not ever get to travel, but they can read about it in a book. And we want to make sure that they still have that opportunity as we rebuild this library, rebuild this community, and rebuild lives. So I want to thank Rennie for being here with me. I want to thank Andre Bitters, who's the head of my planning and engineering, and all of the staff who understands that my charge to them have been to let's go to work and make Pratt City bigger and better than it was before.